So I, like a lot of people, love Dragon Ball. I have Dragon Ball memorabilia. I have Dragon Ball memories. I play Dragon Ball video games. Notice how I said I didn't read the Dragon Ball manga? Yeah, I'm a real Dragon Ball fan. We don't read the manga. We watched the Funimation dub when we were kids and briefly pull on those memories and argue with people online. Because I'm a real fan and I play Dragon Ball video games, when I seen Sparking Zero was coming out, I said, oh my god, Tenkaichi 4, I must have it. And guess what I did? Just like a real Dragon Ball fan, I bought the $100 edition and I played it and tears rolled down my cheek. I said, this is the greatest experience ever. But then I got into the nitty gritty of the game and I said, it's a nice game. Not too bad. Yes, I said it. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is not the overwhelming masterpiece we all thought it was going to be. And, you know, I've seen people getting mad that IGN gave it a 7. I don't think that's that crazy. This is my Sparking Zero Dragon Ball Z Kai review. This review, it's going to be simple, alright? We're going to break it up into 2 sections. Shit I liked and shit I didn't like. And trust me, the things I dislike are going to be the brunt of this video. So let's get the good parts out the way now. So first up, obviously, I like the graphics. The game looks really fucking good. It's very pretty. The colors, the explosions, the effects on it, the characters' faces. The game looks great, as well are the animations. The animations for the supers, the dynamic camera angles. They even make certain characters look cool, like Chaozu, Krillin, Yamcha, because they are cool and they should look cool. Notice how I didn't say TN? Yes, fuck TN. I also really enjoy the pre-battle dialogue the game has. A lot of unique interactions between characters, even characters you didn't think. Hell, they even have pre-battle dialogue. If you put a certain number of characters in a 5v5, they'll say something like Ginyu or Kale and Caulifla, or if you do all the Goku and his clones and shit like that, they have special dialogue. It's really dope to see.
My, our clan would be unstoppable if we fought as a family.
Let's see if you've learned a thing or two, brother.
Story mode is amazing on the what if side. I don't really care about the canon side. We know the story's good. The what if sections are amazing. Some of them really drop my fucking jaw. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but Gohan and Goku side, yes, they're really fucking good, and they have some very nice surprises that if you see it, you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe they're doing this. This is amazing. Speaking of story mode, the first person mode, they have these mocapped sections of the story mode where you can look behind the character's eyes and see what they're saying. And I really enjoy that because some of the most iconic moments, you get to be there. So when Goku's holding up Raditz and he's charging up that fucking beam, you get to look through Goku's eyes as he's gored through the stomach. It's amazing. I do like the multiple costumes they have for certain characters. Some characters like Goku and Gohan and Vegeta have different costumes. They have, you know, the tattered clothes. Gohan can get his gi. You could put the shitty green gi on Ultimate Gohan. It's perfect. It's great. It's really nice. This game performs well also. Load times are really fast. The transition into battle is seamless. There is no, they don't even have a ready fight when you start a battle, which still throws me off. And it's been about 5 or 6 days now. Still throws me off. I'm still trying to like get used to just getting into the battle, but my dumb ass be standing there for like half a second. The online also feels good. I know that this game doesn't have rollback, not that should have been expected, but it feels good. It's rarely laggy. If it's laggy, it's because someone has a shitty connection, but if 2 people have good strong connections, it feels great. Obviously there's going to be a little bit of delay because we are online, but very minimal. You can definitely still vanish and parry and everything like that. I do enjoy the lobby system. You can spectate, you can do little emotes, you can leave, you can spectate, back out of spectate and then leave the fucking lobby. That's really good. They also have ranked, and then they have ranked single battle and then DP battle. You could even choose to leave on items, which is I think I'm going to do from now on. Turn on the items so we can really get this motherfucker popping. Let's see how strong base Kaba really is when I power this motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? I like that a lot. This game has a lot of good things going for it, but with all the good things it has, there are a lot of bad. There are straight up some things that are missing, and straight up some things that should have been fixed with the day 1 patch, maybe a patch next week. I'm not sure, but let's get into the shit that really pissed me off. So first up here, there are no colors in the game. No alternate colors in the game. I mean, hell, even in BT3, everyone only had one other color, which is perfectly fine. That's kind of what I expected, but there are no colors. None. And then obviously the modding community modded in colors for certain characters, and it looks good. Really damn good. And I'm like, well, if they can do it, you can do it. But we always say that about mods, and then the devs never actually do anything. So we gonna see what's gonna happen. Also, while there are costumes for certain characters, there are still a lack of costumes for those certain characters and then everybody in general. So no Batman, Vegeta, no Goku with the fucking orange outfit, no Gohan with the white Bruce Lee gi when he was, you know, in the Super Saiyan filler episode. None of that shit. There's also just no variety with the costumes. Like they didn't make up anything for anybody. They didn't try to, like, you know, put a little spin on it, like put Jiren in a suit or give the you know, Universe 7 their Tournament of Power suits or nothing like that. They didn't try anything like that. On the online side, you cannot skip the intros online, and some of these intros, they're pretty fucking lengthy, especially if you happen to pick Fuse Zamasu. You have to sit there and watch him preach every fucking time. I don't like that. That should be able to get skipped. Back in the online spectrum though, Dragon Balls are way too grindy to get. You get 2 sets from the story mode, and then you get another set from completing these challenges for Whis and Zeno. After that, you have to do regular battles, and then you randomly will get 1 Purunga ball, 1 Shenron ball, or 1 Super Shenron ball. And as you can see, there's 3 sets of Dragon Balls, and you randomly get 1 for every battle. And it's not guaranteed you get 1 for every battle. So you have to keep doing these battles over and over and over and over and over and over to get 21 balls. And yes, there is a grinding method that people have now, but it shouldn't have to be like that. Now we're gonna get into some spoiler territory, so if you don't want to be spoiled about the what if side, skip to this fucking timestamp here. So Gohan Black and Super Saiyan Namek Saga Vegeta are some of the exclusive story mode characters that are not in the game. I understand why they have not been patched into the game, because they don't want people to get spoiled online. So maybe they'll patch them in about a month or so, and then that'll kind of take points away from this one. I understand why they probably didn't do it, but if we never get these characters and they have to be modded in on PC, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. It's going to piss me off. So, guys, let's not do that. Just, you know, November 1st, I want my 2 exclusive characters, please. I need Gohan Black. Why the fuck would you show me something if I can't have it? Come on now. There are also a lack of offline modes. We do have some, but Mission 100, Time Attack, Survival, those 3 are essential. I would very much like to have those modes, especially Survival and Mission 100, putting me in different scenarios and telling me to survive and win. That's perfect. I understand you guys, we have the bonus battles they can create, which are kind of like Mission 100, but at the same time it's not. Because you got the narrative, you got these fucking intros and shit. I don't need all of that. Like, you can have that, the created bonus battles that kind of, like, you know, cinematic other little one-offs and what-ifs or whatever. But I need basically the same structure, just without all the fluff, all the intros and dialogue, none of that shit. No. Put me as Chaozu, tell me to beat Great Ape Vegeta, and I need to do it, you know, within 2 minutes or whatever the fuck. Like, you know, let's do that. Also, Survival. I spent a lot of time in Survival. They could have easily did a 25, 50, 100 man and then endless Survival. Plain and fucking simple. You can even patch that in. That works for me. That's all I need. Speaking of bonus battles, the creation of the bonus battles is way too tedious, man. It takes way too much to pick a dialogue, cycle through all these dialogue options with no way to really filter or like to skip down the line or alphabetically order the phrases. It is a fucking mess. I don't know how anyone could suffer through that shit. I tried to do something. I said, hell no. And also, you can't type out the dialogue. You cannot create your own custom dialogue. Now, granted, when they were marketing the game, they said you could. Technically, you can. Well, you know, we all assumed that I was going to be able to type in and make Piccolo say nigga or something like that. No, you can't do that. I wish you could. Maybe they could just, you know, put a filter in for the slurs, or if you put in a slur, you can upload it or something. I don't fucking know. Either way, I don't like it. It's way too hard to create something. They have over 3,000. They weren't lying. They have 3,000, 4,000 different dialogue options. It's just finding the right one for the scene that you're trying to create is a goddamn nightmare. So make that a little bit easier to figure out, and I'll definitely make something. All right, so now we're about to get into the nitty gritty. Combat, offensively, has no upgrades. It is wholly the same from the last game. You can do the same strings with the same characters as you could in BT3. And that's fine. I definitely expected to be able to do all the same shit. I just also expected to do some new shit, which I cannot. Unless there is some secret combat tech that I'm missing, I'm pretty sure all the combos are exactly the same. And I honestly feel like a couple of things may be missing. There was this one move where you could like hit someone 2 times on the ground, come flying from the other side of the screen and like headbutt the shit out of them and then hit them with a beam. If you know what I'm talking about, those full power combos from BT3, I think some of those are missing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research. But yeah, combat is largely the same. The different blast moves, the different rush moves, you know, you have like the stomach hit, the trip, the flip around, flying kicks, key blast. It's all the same. There were no new rush finishers. I don't know why the fuck they did not add any new rush finishers for these characters. They're all still doing the same shit, just with different animations. I don't fucking like it. I do like the different clashes and the unique grabs, but why are we still doing the same rush finishers? That makes literally no sense. Speaking of the combat also, we only get 2 super moves and then 1 ultimate and then the 2 blast moves. Why the fuck? Why? We're on the new generation. We are 2 consoles ahead of the PS2, 3 consoles ahead of the PS2, excuse me. Why the hell are we still only getting 2 supers, 2 blasts, and 1 ultimate? Why are there not a plethora of moves for us to choose from? You know what I mean? We should be able to customize the moves for each of these characters. They like to give everybody a high power rush and high speed rush. Okay, there should have been a baseline of general moves that we can kind of swap in or out. Some of these characters need to have multiple moves. We should have had 4 moves. It should have been 2 blast moves, 4 skills, so it could be 2 blast, 2 rush, 4 rush, all beams, whatever, and then the ultimate. 2-2-1, that is inexcusable. I'm so sorry. It's really inexcusable for me. Offensively, the combat is largely the same, and I don't like it. We are 3 consoles ahead. Why the hell are we still playing PS2 wise when it comes to whooping somebody's ass? Also, there are a lack of stages. There should be a stage that perfectly encapsulates the moment that we're in the story mode. So when it comes to Resurrection of F. Frieza, I love that area in the movie. That should have been in the fucking game with the big ass ship. They could have put the villains all around, and then maybe after you do a super move, they all die and they go away, then the sky gets dark. Namek is the only place that fucking explodes. Like, the stages are off. They fucked that up entirely, and I don't like it. So like Kame House, even from like Boma's house, we're missing some stages, man. We're missing a lot of stages. And because when you play the story mode, it's really gonna show you that, like, well, we should have been here, or I should have been fighting the androids here, or I should have been fighting Cell here, or I should have been fighting Frieza here, blah, 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 blah. A lot of shit is missing. And I don't like how they kind of they've always done this in these games with Planet Namek. When it's Namek, you're just fighting on some random ass Namek area with a Frieza ship in the background. No, let me fight in front of Guru's house or something, man. Like, mix it up. You don't really have to do just random Namek background number 9 when it comes to Namek. They have some unique spots that we can fucking fight at, but whatever. And the last thing that I disliked about this game is that some of the things I disliked will be fixed with DLC. And if you're watching this video and you keep saying, well, they're going to patch it in, it's going to be DLC, that is a problem. Now, I understand we are in the modern gaming sphere. They have a 2 to 5 year roadmap laid out in Bandai headquarters, or how they're going to drip feed us DLC and keep us happy and satiated because of you stupid ass universe players buying up every fucking thing. So now we got to be in a cycle too. I'm fine with DLC. I'm excited to pay money. Yes, yeah, I have no issue with it. But my thing is, you have to give me a strong base product. The base product is strong, but I shouldn't feel like you guys strip things away just so you can sell it back to me. I should feel complete and whole in the product that I have, and then say, oh, I can't wait because they can add in this, this, and this. I got everything I want. So if they gave me everything I want, then what the hell could they add extra? Oh my God. Instead, I'm not full, but I'm sated. I'm satiated. I'm seated. I'm whelmed, not overwhelmed. And I know in order for me to get really full and for me to get stuffed, I gotta pay that $5 to $10. But this point may be mute because I'm going to pay that money anyway. So with all that being said, I will have to give Dragonball Sparking 0 an 8 out of 10 for real. The things that are missing, especially with the core mechanic of the game, which is fucking fighting, I can't justify giving it a 9 or a 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand for a lot of these other developers and game reviewers, they look at the game as like, oh, you know, it's pretty. It got like hella combos that I fully don't understand. It's a 10. For me, what the things that are missing with the combat is largely the same. With the things that I was expecting from playing so many Dragon Ball games over the years, it just didn't deliver on that for me. So I'm not gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it an 8, but a 7 is not that crazy. It's your boy Jadissa701. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.